right, you all, welcome to the Friends of Your Monthly Rewind. We're your hosts. I'm May.
And I'm Case.
And of course, we are here to talk about any and everything because we're the knowers. We know a lot.
We know a lot. So we're just going to kick this thing off. All right. Okay, we need to first start off by congratulating our president, Mr. Barack Obama.
Yes, Barack Obama was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. Some people mad, though. Tell them why they mad, son.
Well, some people feel that, you know, he didn't quite deserve it, especially, you know, putting him next to people like Dr. King and all the movements, and that it's kind of in transition and he hasn't quite made it there.
Even he felt like he didn't deserve it. But
he did say he was going to take it as a platform to continue and be able to use this as motivation.
All right, so we definitely support the win, though.
Okay, so also Barack has vowed to end the don't ask, don't tell policy that banned homosexuals serving openly in the military.
I think it's a stupid policy anyway. Doesn't make too much sense to me. Your sexuality has something to do with you serving your country. Doesn't make much sense. If you like what you like and then you want to get on the field and serve the country, then be it.
That's your business.
So be it.
Yep. Okay, well, we're going to move on to discuss some wonderful programming.
Oh, we're going to talk about a new show on something like ABC, something like NBC, what?
No, BET.
Oh, the best programming in the world.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so BET has...
They're going to be picking up
Tiny and Toya, you know, that's our show.
We got
y'all don't like that
spoof on YouTube.
I don't think the audience likes Tiny and Toya.
They don't like, you guys don't like Tiny and Toya? Are you know the way they talk like real country, like they?
Yeah, she say stuff like, "I tried waking you up, but you just start rolling over. I was kissing on you, never woke up. Tip. I tried." But they're picking up. T.I. is not happy with this.
Yeah, he feels that they're making his fiance look ghetto.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had to work extra hard to do that.
Like, we didn't already know that Tiny was quite ghetto. Yeah. Matter of fact, they showed her on the pictures at the funeral.
With her red hair and her white hair.
Yeah, but actually all of them looked real ghetto to me. I mean, she was standing next to a girl and it was skin tight. You know, just because they had on black, that means it was okay. But anywho,
but something that BET is doing that we're definitely happy about, they're bringing our favorite show back, which is The Gang. The Gang. Y'all like that? The audience likes that.
Derwin Davis.
Yeah, Derwin is fine.
Yeah. But the problem is they're renegotiating all the terms. The writers, the actors are not going to necessarily get the same salary that they were getting before.
Which means they may or may not come back.
See, and that's crazy. All I know is that if Tasha Mack ain't there, I ain't watching it.
All right, so Mariah Carey is pregnant, maybe. Who knows?
Who cares?
Not me. All right, so here we go. Just like all the other marriages in Hollywood, Usher's is over.
Here we go again, Usher. So we go from confessions
now we moving to paper. So Usher is really pushing this new album with this song called Papers, where he's outing his relationship with Tamika.
And how he's ending it.
All right.
This is the problem. This is why they go down in the first
place. But Tamika is speeding this process up because she went and keyed up
his car.
Yes, and TMZ just released the phone call.
Yes. Oh, is she friends with Jasmine Sullivan?
I don't know, because she didn't bust the window.
Yeah, I know another window I'm going to bust out.
MTV
for putting on all that crap, the doggone
hottest
MC list
of 2009.
Let's tell you what they say are the hottest MC. Now keep in mind the word MC.
All right.
All right. Number 10, Raekwon. Okay,
we'll go with that. Number 9, 50 Cent.
I'm not going with that.
Oh,
but they keep him on there. Keep
8,
him on.
Fabulous. I love Fabulous.
We like that. 7 is Jeezy.
The one we have the problem with, and we're gonna. Number 6 is Gucci Mane.
Bandana. Oh, hey.
I don't understand. Bird. Okay, this is my question. I guess.
Are you kidding me?
But see, he did a remix with Mariah. When you can do a remix with Mariah, I guess you've arrived, right?
It's not even one of her like moving songs or anything. She's talking about Eminem and
none of her songs are moving anymore.
I mean, her first album. I mean, to say Butterfly was hot.
Okay.
But anywho.
5, P.O. Rick Ross.
Rick Ross. Number 4, our boy Kanye Tutter from The Shy.
Shout out to Taylor Swift.
Right.
Number 3 is Drake.
Good Drake. Number 2, Young Weezy.
And of course, number 1, I cannot disagree with is my boy Jay-Z. See you November the 12th.
That's about one of the only ones that should have been on the list in the first place.
Oh. Gotta stop. It's time to move on to our next part, which is Off the Grill, where we talk about today's hottest topics in the nation today. And of course, it's brought to you by Swagger. This is vintage swag, so you're gonna have to ask for this shirt. I'm letting you know now. But anyway, today's topic is Good Hair by Chris Rock. Do you have good hair?
Swagger by Man Case. Swagger. It's just something about her.
Well, welcome back to our next segment, Good Hair. We're going to be talking about that today. And on our panel, we have Miss Foxy, Beyonce Foxx, the original Beyonce, radio and TV show host.
Hello. And we have, I'm believing fresh from the plane, Mr.
Hello.
TuRae from Philadelphia. You can see him on Comedy Central,
Philly.
Live at Gotham, Martin Lawrence's First Amendment, and the most recent episode of Def Comedy Jam. So, all right. You hear his voice? I'm sorry, you got to stay focused.
There it is.
All right, so Case and I went to go see Chris Rock's Good Hair. A lot of things brought up. We just came up with a lot of things. Black women and their hair.
It's deep.
Yeah.
It's very deep.
Deep. Couple of things I found interesting. We only make up 12% of the population, but 80% is spent from us on hair products.
On hair products. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Always hollering broke though.
We're broke.
Well, black people buy and consume the most goods and services worldwide.
Period.
It's just across the board. So hair care products wouldn't be anything different. But yeah, we buy a lot of things.
That's just, you can't listen
I'm
to nothing
sorry.
else.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're talking about good hair, right? Okay.
Yeah, that is the
Now
topic.
that's the thing. What is good hair? What is good hair, and why is that term
I
used?
don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to
You
figure
got
that
good
out.
hair?
for a
You
minute.
got good hair?
You need to have hair to have good
Yeah.
or bad hair.
I'm out of this debate.
I think good hair is just hair that looks good.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not about the texture, it's not
Okay.
about the color, it's just have your hair done, and that's good hair.
I think that's something I can
Groom
appreciate
yourself.
as an adult, but I do remember growing up. I remember I got my first perm in 2nd grade, and I remember my mama saying, "You better not tell nobody I gave you a perm," because it was like taboo.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you putting chemicals in
Too
this
young,
little
right.
girl hair. But every time I would get my hair pressed, it would take a long time, all the burns, and when I wake up in the morning, it was back poofy, and I hated it. I hated it.
Now, is there anything to be said about healthy hair in the pursuit of good hair? Like, you know, there's some hairstyles that may look good on a woman, but it
It's
may
not
not be the
good
most
for them.
healthy for their hair. Like, you guys go through a lot of that, and you know, is that always the case? Is the health of the hair put to the side for the way it looks?
You know what? I think
Yes.
for some women, you know what?
For a lot
I
of
went
women
a
it
long
is.
time without healthy hair, and I did not care because I wanted to look good. It wasn't about how healthy it was. I didn't care about. Matter of fact, it was to the point where my beautician was like, "I need to cut your ends," and I'm like, "No, you cut my ends, now you can mess
Because
with
now
my
it's not
length.
long enough.
Now it's not long enough."
Right.
But where does that come from? Where does that come from? We learn it
Well,
early.
Well, you really want to go down that road on where that really comes from. I mean, it's society and the ideas of what is supposed to look good, how we're supposed to look. Long, straight, blonde hair. I mean, it was talked about in the movie. I mean, even there was one snippet, we're not going to tell you everything, but Chris Rock asked the young girl, "Do you like getting your hair perm?" She was like, what, 5 or 3?
She was 3.
She was like, "No." And he said, "Okay, my daughter doesn't have one. If should I give my daughter one?" She said, "Yes." And he was like, "Why?" She's like, "Because you're supposed to."
Right.
Not because, you know, I like it or I feel good about it or just you're supposed to. It's just like we're just conditioned to do this.
Yeah,
Well, I think times have changed. I think people care about healthy hair nowadays because you can rock any type of style. Just put your real hair underneath it. Wigs, these overlays, you know, pieces here and there. So you can have healthy hair and still look cute.
True. Hey, you guys, I took all my tracks out. This is my hair.
Yes.
I wore sew-in for 9 months straight.
Wow.
9 months straight. And I was kind of attached to my weave. I was attached.
Now, I got to get back to this real hair under. You know, what is this deceptive thing with the hair now?
You know, women, they braid up their hair, then
Yes,
they
you
wear
guys do.
sew-ins. You can even glue hair on.
Do you have a problem?
All kinds
No,
of things.
what I'm saying is we don't figure this out until the end of the night. And it's
Does that bother you? Does that bother you to know that
it
it's
does. Not
real?
because it's not your hair, but because that's not the pizza I ordered.
So-
Do you understand what I'm saying?
So the fact that so you rubbing your hands through my
Like
hair.
if this was weave, it'd be
Okay.
weave. But if I get to go and it's weave and then it's another hairstyle under it and then it's like, well, who are you? Who did
Oh,
I-
the fact that
you know,
it's tracks
right,
and
like,
it's
you know.
braids under the tracks and
Right.
a net under
But
the
Because-
obviously you were attracted to her.
Well, men
Otherwise
are
she wouldn't
attracted
be.
to a lot of things.
I understand, but still, it's just hair. It's just a style, like a style of
That's
dress.
easy
But
for
you know
you
what?
to
I
say, but if
disagree.
a man ripped
Hair
off
is
his
not just
hair
hair.
in front of you and he was a toupee, that'd be it. You put him, I'm catching a cab, it's been nice.
You're right.
It's
You're
been
right.
nice.
So that's all I'm saying. Like, where does the deception come in? And if it wasn't, like you say, well, it's my hair, then why did you put your real hair under it then?
So just go
Because
ahead
as a
and
man,
blah, blah, blah.
we don't get the briefing. We don't get, hey, how you doing? And my real hair is under this. We get how you doing.
Right.
So
Well, it's so
Yeah,
much
we
that we
need
can
a
talk
little bit more
about this. I
time
guess
on
that's
this
why
one.
Chris Rock did a whole documentary on
Yeah.
it. It's so many layers, so many layers.
Yes,
We're
it
talking
is.
about black women and their hair. I like my hair though. I like yours too, Kim.
I do too.
I like all you guys here.
I like everybody. Everybody looks
Thank
good
you.
today. So we're gonna wrap it up. Definitely, I suggest everybody go see this movie. It's not too heavy. It gets to the point. He asks a lot of questions without giving too many of an opinion. So it leaves you an opportunity to kind of think about it.
Yes.
And it's not a girl flick.
It's definitely not a girl
Not a
flick. And he
girl
goes to barbershops in there as well and gets a lot of male opinions. So please go and see this movie. I think it's great for our community.
Yes.
So that is our Off the Grill segment. And I'd like to thank Miss Bionce Foxx.
Yes. And comedian TuRae. We're gonna have to go see him tonight at Outriggers.
Yes,
Thank
we
you.
will. Yeah, shout out to Knowledge Beckham. All right, I'll ready tonight. And we'll see y'all in a minute.
The Angered Man by Brian Stanley at Prairie State College, November 14th, hosted by Man Case.
Welcome back, family, and we're moving into our final segment, the Quickie, with Miss Jaila Sims, vocal winner of Making His Band, with my friend Puffy. Dirty money, everybody!
I can't believe she just went. Who approved that?
I talked to
Dot everybody.
I had to channel my inner Diddy for this, man. 106.
All right, so we are here with Miss Jaila Sims. We have
Yes.
to first start off our congratulations. Clap.
Congratulations.
She brought it home for Chicago, you all. I think you knew last time when you were here. You didn't want to tell
They
us.
didn't want to tell us.
You knew.
Trying to keep it hush hush.
I ain't know nothing. I plead the fifth. Or the sixth or the seventh, whichever
I'm going to
one.
say a fifth or what?
Right. What does the fifth really say? That's my question.
You got, is it my turn?
It's your turn.
All right, all right. Where was the show taped and how long?
The show was actually filmed in two segments. The first segment was filmed in LA.
Okay.
And then, as you guys saw during the finale, we went to New York and filmed the second half.
All right, okay. And how did it affect you knowing that this could possibly make or break your career?
Honestly, I have belief in a higher power.
You got that right.
And I know that, no man is going to give me anything that's going to be lasting. It'll always be a blessing from the Father. So I went into the situation knowing that I would give it my all, and whatever God's will would be done in my life.
All right. You can't say anything better than that.
All right, I'm going to tell a secret that everybody might not know. You're transgender?
Woo!
Oh my gosh! Oh my! Anywho, now, of course, that may be new to the reality world. How was it in the house? Did everybody accept you? Did you feel like it could either possibly help or hinder your chances?
Honestly, when I first met the rest of the house members and the cast members of the show, some of them didn't know.
Okay.
So it took a while during the audition process before it actually came out. But once we got past the first initial shock and the first hump, it became, we became family. So it was definitely a great experience. It was different for them as it was for me, living with people that I've never lived with before. But
And you are real likable because you're a diva like me. Okay, I say like us, but like me. Yeah.
Right.
it's
All
going
right.
hard today. It's going hard.
Okay, so now you're here. You have made it. You're a superstar out there. Who would you love to work with in the industry?
Besides us, because
Exactly.
before the cameras
Man
start
Case,
rolling,
of course,
we
Man
talk about
Case.
this album we're gonna get together.
Yes, make it.
I'd love to work with Tyson Beckford, do some private work with him.
He don't say.
I'd like to do some private work with LeBron James. I'd also
You hooping?
like to do
You
some-
hooping that?
Yeah, I handle the ball as well.
So does King.
Basketball.
Oh, you were so wrong.
Basketball. I can play basketball.
No, honestly, as far as like musically, I'd love to continue my work with Diddy.
Okay.
I'd also like to work with Kanye West. I think that he is a genius.
We love y'all around here.
Also, I want to do some work with Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
I can see
She's
that.
that,
That would be hot.
she's that chick.
That would be
Yeah,
hot.
she is.
All right, so you mentioned Diddy. Now, are you signed to Bad Boy? How is it working? Is the album Dirty Money finished? What's going on?
Still working on the album Dirty Money.
Okay.
Last Train to Paris. But it will be in stores in 2010. We're actually doing a lot of promotional things for the album as well. So I'm not a signed artist to Bad Boy.
Oh, y'all hear that?
She said, so I am available.
If you are available.
Hey. See, you're gonna get me dancing up here. No, I'm not a signed artist to Bad Boy, but I am under agreement with them to do the tour as a background vocalist. So still working on some, my own endeavors with MJC Entertainment.
Okay.
And
Shout out to Marsh.
Shout out, Mark Taylor.
Yes,
All
yes,
right. But, is there maybe some works of getting in, signing about?
we're gonna keep it on. I'm gonna hold my tongue on that.
Are you gonna come back to Man Case? And
I'll
let us know?
definitely will.
Okay.
I'll definitely will.
Okay. Hear it here first, because we break this
Whoever
stuff
signs
in.
her, somebody's going to sign her.
Yes, because you are definitely a talent.
Thank
Definitely
you.
a talent.
There are some things working their way out, but I want to hold off.
Okay. All right. That's a little.
We're gonna list. We're gonna list.
Okay. The next part of our quickie, we do this thing called This or That.
Okay.
Where, we give you 2 questions. You just have to answer one. You can't ask us why. No explanation. Just answer it.
Okay.
Okay? First one. Baby Fat or Darion?
Darion.
Okay. Jasmine Sullivan or Chrisette Michelle?
Ooh, did you see the face?
Right. I said, you were ready.
Well, no, I have to say this. I really do have to say this in defense of myself. Both of the 2 ladies are really good friends of mine, and I love both of them.
Okay.
So it's hard to really.
Meaning she can't get no drama.
No. I love Jasmine.
Let's pick just one.
I love Jasmine vocally, like, what I'm saying, like on her skill.
Okay.
But I love Chrisette's tone and her texture. So it's definitely like.
A real vocalist talks
Texture.
about tones and texture.
What's texture?
The texture is like Jasmine's more. It's like a little more raspy. Chrisette has the whole it's very clear. Our love is here to stay. Like it's just like a little warmer and smooth. Yeah.
What's she saying?
You gotta go get me.
All right, stilettos or pumps?
I'm a big girl,
Hey.
so I got to stilettos for a photo shoot, pumps to walk in.
Okay. Okay. Will Smith or Denzel Washington?
Denzel all day.
All right.
And the last one, which is our signature question, May or
Case. Hello.
hello?
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Okay, I'm going to actually vote for myself on that one.
There it is.
There it is.
We want to thank Ms. Jaila Sands for coming out, the winner
and
of P. Diddy's
she
Make
will
His
be back.
Man. Yes, she
Thank
will be
you.
back. So everybody clap it up. Thank you for coming.
thank you.
Thank y'all so much.
We Gotta Build, a Stop the Violence CD by Build Chicago.
We want to thank all of our guests for coming on the show today. Miss Bionce Foxx.
Yes, and comedian TuRae.
And our guest, Jaila Sands.
Yeah, dirty money.
Right. So now we do, of course, our Dantley quote of the day.
Yes.
Where you end up in life may not be determined by where you start.
Only 2 things create that dream.
Your choices and
Your commitment to those choices.
Choose wisely.
All right, so we've been your hosts. I'm May.
And I'm Case.
And we will see you all next month.
There it is. Peace.